Am I the only one who thought this was so obvious? No, I'm not. I saw plenty of you guys in my comment section saying the exact same thing, but I made a video about this exact thing a year ago. Now, I'm not one to do victory laps. I don't enjoy suffering or pain of other people, but I gotta make an exception this time. I've got to take a victory lap on this because last year I said NFT market crash in 2022. Yeah, that was in February of 2022. I was saying market crash coming in that year. I took so much heat in this video from crypto bros and NFT owners saying, hey, this is just your opinion, man. You're wrong. You're completely wrong. The market's flying. And they were right. The markets were flying high. Remember this video, for those who weren't on my channel back then. Paris Hilton went on live TV with Jimmy Fallon and they were showing each other their apes, and Paris Hilton said, here's my ape, and then Jimmy Fallon goes, you have an ape too? I have an ape. And he pulled out his ape, and I was watching this along with everyone else going, what is happening? This is delusional. What is going on that Paris Hilton and Jimmy Fallon are on TV pitching their board, and not pitching the board, but showing that they bought Bored Apes? And the weirdest part about this also, which I raised at the time, was Paris Hilton goes, and thank you, MoonPay, for helping me. And then Jimmy Fallon goes, yes, MoonPay, they helped me too. I thought that was so weird. Why would they have to thank the payment processor? It made no sense, but as time goes on, it makes perfect sense, and I'll show you exactly what the story was there. So I said, yeah, 2022, the NFT market is going downhill. And why did I say that? I said it because this was completely surreal. It was delusional. It made no sense. And simply referring to this exact same chart that I showed you back then, I said, it's delusion. It's the new paradigm. It's insane. This has to be a market top of some kind. And I took so much flack from it, and I felt bad. I mean, I don't want to say people are stupid for falling for it, because it happens a lot. And I guess people are stupid for falling for it. But if we have to take a look at the price action, all right, we're looking at the Bored Ape Yacht Club prices. Now, 25 ETH is equal to roughly 40,000 right now, all right? Right now, we're down here. It's Bored Apes are selling for around 40,000. At their highs, when I made that video, they were selling around 150 ETH. That is $500,000, $600,000. Now, in hindsight, it's very obvious. You go, well, yeah, there's the peak. But the thing is, you don't know where the peak is when you are at this stage right over here. Is the peak here? Is this the peak? No. Is this the peak? We don't know. But when this came out, I said, no, that this has to be a market top of some kind. Go back, watch this video. I said, guys, this has got to be a market top of some kind. Now, I'm going to say something which is going to be very, very unpopular with you NFT haters. You don't want to hear this, I know, but I've got to be honest with you. Like I was honest in this video too. Now, I don't own NFTs. I don't plan on buying any Bored Apes, but look at these headlines, all right? Your NFTs are actually, finally, totally worthless. New report from industry insiders, researchers find that 95% of once hyped crypto assets have hit rock bottom valuation. Keep in mind, that means 5% have not hit rock bottom valuation. That is the example I'm showing you of Bored Apes, who, when they started off, we were very, very cheap down here at, what is this, like $400? And so it's still at $40,000. And look, if you were one of the lucky people to get in very, very early, you still have 10x. But majority of the people bought in around the 400,000 mark because of this kind of action right here with Paris Hilton and Justin Bieber and a bunch of other celebrities. So the 5% that are above prices is Bored Apes. I call them the blue chip of NFTs, and not a funny thing to say. But I want you to bear along with me for a second, guys, and you're not going to like this, all right? Your NFTs are worthless. Bored Ape investors sue Sotheby's and Paris Hilton as NFT prices collapse. They are pissed. Tons of headlines out there exactly like that. Let me refer you back to my initial chart here, all right? Where do you think we are? In fact, I've got a better one for you, this one, the Wall Street cheat sheet. Where do you think we are? Keep in mind these headlines, okay? Your NFTs are worthless. We're suing everyone. They sound pissed. We are in the capitulation and anger part. Now, I'm not saying you should go out there and buy yourself Bored Apes, but I have to be fair, all right? I have to be fair about this. We are much closer to the bottom, to the depression part on NFTs. Now, I still don't see the use case for NFTs. Yes, there's communities which value them. And I've explained this also in another video. It doesn't make sense to people, but you can belong to communities who put value on anything. Beanie Babies, World of Warcraft, trading cards. There's things which some people see value in, which other people may not. And there are communities which see value in NFTs while you may not. And those communities are not going anywhere. They're still sticking around. So while Bored Apes, the example we're talking about, maybe around 40,000, I don't want to say this is the bottom. We could see 30,000. We could see 25,000. There will be people in the community which focus on this, which will be buying them up, and there will be a floor. A price floor will come into place. And once the price floor is in, I got to stick with my chart. I got to say, there'll be the depression part, and there might be upside again. Now, I'm not saying it's ever going to go back to where it was. This could be tulip territory. We may never see these highs again. But what I am saying is there will be a bottom for the blue chip NFTs, and that will come. So on to the end of the story here, which I want to say, which I was so confused about in this video. And I said, why is she talking about MoonPay? Why is Jimmy Fallon talking about the payment processor and thanking them? It turned out that their manager, the media manager, one of their managers is also a director of MoonPay, the payment processor that organizes payments. So Paris Hilton did not put out her own money. Neither did Jimmy Fallon. Neither of them put out their own money to buy these apes, all right? They were given the money, and then they bought the ape with that money. And then they went on live TV talking about it, which then caused these prices to spike and caused more people to buy them. And that is what they're suing about. It was pretty obvious at the time. I mean, we didn't have all the information. I was wondering why the hell MoonPay was being mentioned so much. And now it's come out in this case right here that they're being sued, is that the poor Bored Ape holders who bought because of the hype are now saying, hang on a second, something doesn't smell right. But nothing will come of this. It's buyer beware. And they fell for it, unfortunately. And I don't take pleasure in that. I think it's very sad. Representatives of Paris Hilton, whom the lawsuit accuses of having feigned interest. Of course she's got an interest. They gave it to her. In NFTs for financial gain, yeah, it was free. Same with Justin Bieber. A bunch of celebrities all got their apes gifted to them in some way or another, which caused the whole thing to come up in price. Spokesperson for Yuga Labs, that's the guys who run the Bored Apes, said, we believe that all these new allegations, like those of previous iteration of this opportunity complaint, are completely without merit or factual basis. So, there is lots of factual basis and there is merit, but what will they do? Pay a fine? I don't think there's much they can do at this point in time. We'll see what comes. I'm not a legal expert into what can happen with that. Marketing freefall. NFTs are used to transform works over there, blah, blah. LeBron James NFT sold for $200,000. They explain how it went off there. And that is basically it. So consider this my victory lap. It feels good. It does feel good. And the flack I took for these videos from the NFT bros, listen, I'm sorry, but it was obvious to me that we were in the euphoria part. We are now, if you're still holding and you're down, I'm sorry. But if it means anything, this is the capitulation and anger phase when investors are suing Paris Hilton and Sotheby's. That is anger. And that means the floor might be in soon. So I'm definitely not saying go buy them, but I'm saying, the bottom is probably closer than it was before. And with that, ladies and gents, let me know your thoughts below. You're welcome. Catch you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye.